Hello to everybody. I'm Marika Meltsas from ELNET Consortium, and my topic today is how can we accelerate transition to open access? Our journey towards open access has already been almost 20 years, and it has been a steady growth, but at the same time, I think we are quite in a situation where we have to think very well about the new strategies to achieve transition to open access in a much faster pace. In Estonia, the strategy up till now has been part of Estonian research and development and innovation strategy, knowledge-based Estonia, which comes to an end 2020. And open access to public finance research results has been encouraged. And at the same time, the strategy also contains the clause on ensuring access to the most important research databases to the researchers. Funder mandates in Estonia have been quite soft. In case of personal and institutional research funding, self-archiving in Estonian Research Information System ETIS has been mandatory. It is sort of green open access, although the CRIS systems like Estonian Research Information System, they are not yet OAI compliant. So on many dashboards, the self-archived publications don't count as green open access publications yet. And at the same time, also article processing charges or APCs have been the eligible costs. Publishing in hybrid journals has not been encouraged in Estonia, and it has not been demanded. If we look on the dashboard of Open Science Monitor, what was published in 2019, then we can see that the picture is not that bad. The Baltic countries are quite in the middle of this list, and it's almost 50% of publications are in open access. Also, when we look at the trend of the percentage of open access publications during the last 10 years, so this dashboard gives the data on many countries that were listed before. Then we can see that in 2018, it was the first time when the number of gold open access publications outnumbered the number of green open access publications, which means that the growth of gold open access has been more fast, and there are many gold open access journals now. In 2018, also, the funders came together and launched Plan S, which has the main aim to accelerate the transition to full and immediate open access to scientific publications without any embargo periods. Publications under CC BY license, which is Creative Commons license, should be default, and there should be no copyright transfer to publishers. Also, no hybrid model of publications is encouraged, although there are exceptions when there are transitional arrangements in place, and these should be defined with endpoint. And the main aim is to plan a cost-effective transition from the unsustainable subscription model to an open access model. When it came to implementation, then there was quite a lot of feedback from different institutions and countries. So there have been some changes in implementation plan, but the coalition has 23 members now, and the national funders from the listed countries are active in planning the changes in connection with Plan S. And also the action is coordinated with Open Access 2020 movement and coalition of repositories as well. So, although not all the countries are, or the funders of all the countries are members of Coalition S, it has a big influence to the whole, I think, European funders, and now the multiple routes to open access compliance are in more detailed described. Of course, there is always the gold route, which is preferred. The author should publish in open access, and the articles should be immediately available to everybody. But there is also the green route, if the author still wish to publish in subscription journals. And in that case, they have to make the author accepted manuscript immediately available in a repository. And there is a new route, in fact, which came already with OA 2020 movement. It's called transformative route. Authors published in hybrid subscription journals that have transformative arrangements with libraries or consortia. The idea of transformative agreements is that instead of paying fees for access to journals behind subscription paywalls, the funds are repurposed to pay the publishers for the editorial services associated with the open access publication of accepted articles. These sort of agreements are based on understanding that the large-scale transition of subscription journals to open access is possible within the current global subscription spend, and that transformative agreements should be temporary and transitional. There should be a clear plan to 100% flip to open access mode, although I don't know of any that kind of agreements who have already achieved that goal. There are also some hesitations about transformative agreements, that maybe these are the big deal type of arrangements that in fact perpetuate the limitations on access and market competitiveness, because these transformative agreements are mainly now signed with big publishers with whom the consortia have already big deals, and now on top of that, or within these deals, also payments for publishings are included. So still a very large proportion of the subscription budget goes to a very small number of big publishers. For libraries, transformative agreements demand data collection, which is different from what we have done up till now. We have collected the wishes from our users, faculty members, and we have tracked the usage statistics to see whether the resources are important and really needed. But now we have to look where our authors are publishing, and what kind of business models are they using already now, and use this data when negotiating or planning to negotiate for transformative agreements. This is just one example when Eiffel prepared for different countries in Eiffel Consortium the data on publishing, which was very valuable to look at. Nowadays, of course, the libraries who have access to, for example, Web of Science and Insights can track these data themselves. And this is just now the example of one transformative agreement which is in place. In Estonia, we still don't have real transformative agreement with other publishers than just one. And this is the example that during the 3-year period, when in the first year the publishing fee is much lower than reading fee, then in the 3rd year the reading fee is already lower than publishing fee, and finally this publisher has claimed that it commits to 100% flipping to gold open access model in the future. But at the same time, you see that there are still pricing of this deal is comparable what we have paid up till now, but every year there is still some price increase. So you can imagine if there is a very big publisher, then the need for funding of that kind of deals is very high. There is also some actions to support more the green route to open access. It has also been the opportunity up till now that the authors negotiate with the publisher when they submit their publication for publishing, that they retain their rights. But the researchers usually have not done that. So now the funders try to compose and negotiate with the publishers that kind of funder agreement that automatically gives or Creative Commons CC BY license or to all the submissions, so that there is no problem for the authors to self-archive their author-accepted manuscripts or peer-reviewed submitted articles. And I think this could be a very helpful action for our countries where we have more or less chosen the green route because there is not enough funding for 100% gold open access. We in Estonia are working on a new strategy, or in fact we call it Open Science Framework for Estonia. So this should be annexed to the development plan for research, development, innovation and entrepreneurship, a long plan beginning from 2021. And it should cover all relevant aspects of open science. As this is a quite rapidly changing topic, then it's planned that this kind of annex could be reviewed time by time when there are major changes in this open access world. And the main principle is that open science is a horizontal value and practice through the Estonian R&D system. So it should be taken into account in science communication, research, evaluation, funding decisions, and also ensuring access to scientific information. As for open access to publications, the goal is that all the publications funded by the public sector should be openly available, although at present in the plan there is still a possibility of embargo maximum 12 months. And Estonian scholarly journals published with funding by the public sector need to move to immediate open access. Most of the journals, in fact, are open access in Estonia, although they are not all of them are registered in directory of open access journals, and thus also on these dashboards the data don't look so good as in fact they are. But there are some journals, especially in humanities, which still have embargo periods, so this should change when this kind of strategy comes into place. And there is also the clause that open access should not reduce the researcher's access to scientific information. There should be a balancing exercise with subscriptions, and I think this is really a challenge for us. So we should very closely look on every option, whether it's green open access or transformative agreements, because the funding for subscriptions has been almost flat for years. So keeping access to the databases and at the same time signing new transformative agreements is not something that we can easily do. So I think it's very good to share these experiences with our colleagues in other Baltic countries to invent some good approaches for that. So thank you for your attention.